Beautiful souls, let's talk about being rich. We all want to be rich, but I'm realizing that richness truly comes from inside your soul and your mental state to be able to perceive true richness. Let me break it down for you. Stay with me. Okay. I just traveled for 4 months through big cities. And I was doing an incredible sales job and you could make money. And I was in the big cities where the money was. And I'm seeing everybody with their Audis and their Teslas and the BMWs and the Porsches and just all of it looking real good on the outside. But I question, do you feel good on the inside? So I talk this way always to anyone who will listen. I love you all so much who are joining in this conversation with me as we rise and shine into truly what makes us feel good, because we all just want to feel good. And so here's what I observed. And I'd talk to all the Uber drivers. So the Uber drivers would pick me up in their Tesla. And I was like, wow, ever cool. Like, I'm rich in this moment because I'm experiencing these things. It doesn't mean that I need to own it. And these were beautiful souls coming from all kinds of other countries and coming to Canada because this is where freedom and riches exist in their mind. And so they get here and they tell me they buy the car and they buy the house, and the house, in my opinion, is a ticky-tacky house. The song, tiny boxes on the hillside, and they all look just the same. There's no originality. There's no room for the soul to be. And so I questioned, where did you come from? And in my opinion, the more I'm getting to know all of you beautiful souls on here from all around the world, let's talk about Africa. They come together, they're connected, they eat food from the earth, they have their basic needs met, and what else matters? Connection, health, freedom. They didn't have to feel the pressures that we do in this matrix of this rat race of keep up with the Joneses, and you got to have the next best thing or else you're just not good enough. Whoa. And all of it became like a necessity because they were saying they're working 3 jobs and now they're realizing they don't even have time for their family. They brought a lot of their family here and they can't even get together for supper. And there is nothing more precious than having that time. And so I was reflecting on what is rich. Because if having the next best thing only brings a moment of gratification, and what we truly want, I think from the soul, if you'd ask your soul, what do you really want? I think the answer is freedom. The freedom to be able to have the time to connect with loved ones, to have incredible experiences, the ability to choose to do those things and within your flow and your ability. And I just saw everybody working so hard to just keep up. And it left going through the drive-through. And there was a drive-through pharmacy. And I thought, I talk about mental health all of the time too. And I want to get into that next about how the matrix has made everybody want to stay hot. And if you're not hot, there's something wrong. And everything's just based on the ego and not the soul. And I was explaining to them how what they were purchasing, these $500 to $1 million houses, ticky-tacks, in some rural areas, you can end up with 100 acres of land with a beautiful house by the lake. And it just doesn't make sense to me. And a lot of them, when I would say, you could be in peace in the country, in nature, and there's nothing more fulfilling. And you have to experience it. I can talk about this all day, but until you come hang out with me in the bush or you go find your own nature to be in and experience true silence, there's something to be said about that frequency when you can let it just calm down. I call it the freight train in the city. It's a freight train full of Yeah, and I used to live on that vibration, like go, go, don't get out of my way. I got shit to do today. I got, these passions and these ambitions and this drive. That's like the matrix vibration that people can get addicted to. And I see everyone getting addicted to it because they're like, oh, I just love this. But you don't realize that if you take a minute to calm down, and I use the reference camping. Have you ever been camping? I'm talking about that, where you just go and you're like, I'm going to relax. I'm going to be at peace. I'm going to light a fire. Like, that's peace. That's richness. Being able to gather, you turn your phones off and everybody's around the fire and you're having conversations and laughing and sharing, and that's rich. Having your health, that's rich. Having the freedom to be able to enjoy that sensation of peace, calmness, and serenity, and hearing your soul and your third eye, like everything about your internal self wants to talk to you. The angels want to talk to you. The universe, you have a charted life here. It's not just about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about following your inner compass. And that's why I create these videos, because I want everybody to tap into what I feel is so profound and what everyone feels they're missing. Even if you've got the Tesla, and even if you've got the this and the that, and like, are you happy? Or are you just thinking that, oh, if I just get enough money, I'll finally have the ability to be rich enough to have that peace I'm describing? You think maybe then you'll be able to take a break. This concept that the Matrix got us thinking, get a good job, make it that your career for retirement. I talk deeply like this to everyone who's retired, and they say they don't have no money, no time, and no health. They ain't rich to be able to do nothing, so it wasn't even worth it. Everyone, when I say, what's your life advice? Live now. That's what they say, live now. And what live now means is don't get caught up necessarily in the things. Collect moments, not things. That's one of the most beautiful phrases I ever came across that helped me realize what it means to be rich. If you can choose your experiences and slow down, I'm going to leave it at that, because I know nobody follows along. Let me know if you're still here. And thank you so much for sharing in this journey we call life. We're a soul. We're having a human experience, and we're not meant to go at it alone. So follow me, sharing this beauty of awakening to what really matters. And happiness is from the inside. It's a mindset. And when you change your mindset, it changes your perception. And your perception is your reality. You can do it. Much love. Rise and shine. We got this.